Well, good morning, viewers. Matt Harris here in commentary. For YouTube Live Sports, you better be loving it. Live from the Shoalhaven Heads Bolo for the Karen Murphy Classic Pairs Round 2. So thanks for joining us. Hope you had an enjoyable day. Weather conditions, windy again. About 25 to 30 kilometre an hour winds. Sun is shining. And currently Robbie Warren winning with six points and a margin of 41, so that's 3 wins. Karen Murphy is on our next live stream in round 5. Will be, they're currently 3 wins and 26, and she'll be taking on John Lewis, I believe, in our round 5 game, which is the second match today. And they're currently in 3rd place with 6 points, or 3 wins, and a margin of 25. And the only other team that is undefeated is Mickey Thorne, who is on a margin of 13. In 4th place, that is Mick. In 5th, we have Brad Franklin on 2 wins and 31, and then John Green on 2 wins and 26. So a couple of burglars there. We talk about burglars, we talk about people who are coming to different tournaments and they get to support, obviously, this wonderful club with, you know, a fair bit of prize money on offer. So, you know, the way of lawn bowls is, you know, quite significant. So welcome, viewers, wherever you're coming from. But we've got the game of Lahache, or Lahache, and Bazant. So I've probably got that pronunciation totally incorrect. But we've got Jim Lahache. We might go Jim Lahache. And he's taking on Nathan Bazant. And so we're going to try and get our skipper to get out of the road so we can actually see all the action. But we will. Just can't control my camera at the moment.
You got it right.
Lahache? I gotcha. Just got to. Yeah. All good. Apologies there for the moment. We're just trying to reset our camera. It just doesn't want to play ball at the moment. I'll have a chat to the boys. I mentioned for them to keep out of the road, but they're not doing that, so I'll be back and I'll let you know. All right, viewers. All right, team. Just a couple of little glitches. I'm just trying to work out who's got what bowl. And I've got the team from Lawson. And I've just got some paperwork that does give me the names of the leads. Looks like it's Trevor Ferguson, Jimmy Lahache playing with Trevor from Lawson. Good start, boys. We have got the team from Berry. And skipper Cole Alward. I should stay. Sorry, skipper Nathan Bazant from Berry. And he's playing with Paul Bazant. From the looks of things, it could be brothers playing together from Berry, if anyone's watching from Berry. Hello, Peter Hancock. Good morning from Worcestershire in the UK. Yeah, the wind's coming right around the shoulder onto me, and it's blowing everything around and just trying to bunker everything down. I actually had to second anchor all the cameras with sandbags since the wind is very significant. So, all right, we work out who scored what shot on what end, and this is the team from Berry, and this is Nathan Bazant, and I believe Nathan has got the Roosters Optimus. This is end 2 of 15 on the the green next to us. We actually moved one rink across. So this is what it looks like on rink number 2. We had a bit of a discussion with the Corrimal boys around why we did change the green, change the rink. I was asked to by our organisers to live stream rink number 2 this morning. So apologies to anyone watching the live stream who thought they might be watching John Green and partner. Anyway, we sorted out our differences this morning in a polite way and we moved on. So hence the reason we're probably a little bit, not rattled, but just not on the top of my game this morning once you have an interesting discussion. But anyway, we've moved through with it and we're looking at the first game, round 4, here on this beautiful Sunday and sunny, but just not favourable for playing bowls outdoors. And this is Jimmy Lahache from Lawson, and he's bowling with all mark edges, and what a bowl. Well done. We'll bring out Mr. Chalky. We'll also bring out... Great shot. And we'll also... won't be able to have a look at the replay because this bowl's fairly close as well. Edge of that. That's a wonderful shot as well. Great shot. Let's have a look on the replay. That was a brilliant shot from Nathan Bazant from Berry. Hits the bowl where he needs it. Sits and stays. Probably close to 2. Definitely 1. Bowl's on its way. Good weight. Both these teams are on 2 wins and in the top couple in the draw on the points table. They've definitely got 1 out. They're putting a tape on it. And viewers, if you are wanting to watch the Corrimal team combination of 2 of Johnny Green, who is well placed. Just not too sure. We don't have the name of the lead. If anyone's watching, they could let me know that. I've just got a TBA on my entry list. But he's definitely from the Corrimal Cougars. Once again, we're going to try and get our skipper to get off the centre line. So I'll be back. I'll change the camera angle just so we can actually see the bowls coming in, and I'll be back. All right, here you go. That's what I look like on camera. Thanks, peoples. All right, and it does look like Paul Bazant is using Optimus and Trevor Ferguson's using the Fusion, which is a Henselite bowl. There's not too many of those around. And currently the state of play, I'm just trying to see what the score is. Surely can't be 7-0. They get 5 in the first end. Well, let's go with that first. All right, Jimmy Lahache. Good morning, Mr. Luke Rossington. Yeah, still windy, about 30km/h winds. Dasbo, g'day. Let's go, Crabman. Nice. Hope you're enjoying the very belated start. I'm still trying to tune my cogs this morning. I've set up really well and sandbagged my cameras to make sure they don't go flying. I've already had weights on them already. And beautiful sunny day. Jimmy trying to get some bowls in the head. One club, Berry over Lawson, have definitely found their range. Nathan Bazant, skipper, coming down to the forehand. I learnt yesterday that your line or your green is really important. But coming this way, they're going straight into a headwind. So as soon as that bowl starts to turn, you're going to end up missing your line by, 2 metres. All right, Jimmy, big bowl here. That's 3 down, maybe 2 only. Now he's sent it high. Wind's not hitting it yet besides the side of the bowl. You've got to get down. Clear run. Well done. That's second shot. That's a great effort. And it is 1 to Berry. Now, I'm assuming that's an 8-0 scoreline. But look, we'll go with that at the moment. I am a bit further away from rink 2. I'm set up on the bank. So the scoreboard's numbers are really quite minuscule, say, compared to Club Charlestown. All right, now let's see if Jimmy knows that he can't stand. Oh, no, he's worked it out. Good on you, mate. Thank you, buddy. Good man. All right, as you can see, we've got our bowlers on rink number 1. And we're streaming rink number 2. So we've just got those cameras to try and show you a little bit of what's going on. And that is the action of Trevor Ferguson. And Trevor's using the Fusions. And his opponent, Paul Bazant's using the Optimus. So positive start, boys. both behind the head, and we mentioned this yesterday around strategy in a team game of 3-bowl pairs. Really important that the skips are well supported by their leads, and the leads are their important job is to get 1 on and 2 behind at least. And it's not necessarily about getting shot, it's about bowls in the head and building a head, but it's easier said than done on a day like today. Let's have a look at the Bazant. Thank you, Riley. It is spelt B-A-Z-A-N-T on my score sheet, so let's change that. Thank you for the correction. Terrific. Appreciate that. And Riley, you are a sibling? Dad. That's my dad, Paul. And go Dad. And is Paul playing with his brother Nathan? When they look young enough to be brothers, if you could let me know, Riley, that'd be great. Okay, Dasbo, the leaders, Robbie Warren. I actually typed this down. Robbie Warren's on 3 wins plus 41. Karen Murphy, 3 wins plus 26. And Johnny Lewis, here from the Hammerheads, is on 3 wins and 25. And then we have one other team, Mickey Thorne, who's also one of the burglars here. He's a very good fella, but he's up for the cash. 3 wins and 13. So I'll throw those through. And in 5th and 6th place, 2 very good bowlers, Brad Franklin from Platinum Bowls in the Belrose Bulls in Metro North East region. He's on 2 wins and 31. And then Johnny Green, the Corrimal Cougars, 2 wins and 26. So some very interesting matchups over this round. So I'll keep you updated with where the scores are. But yeah, brothers. They are brothers. Good on you. That's my uncle Nathan and my dad, but Nathan's a crab. There you go. Good on you. Well, Matt Harris is my name, and it's my great pleasure to try and bring to you some wonderful community lawn bowls here in the Karen Murphy Classic Pairs. Great effort. Well done. So, Trevor Ferguson got the better of his lead of Paul Bazant in the battle of the leads. We've finally got the other players behaving and trying to stay off that centre line. And as you can see, if you thought the coverage was on rink 1, as I did before late evening yesterday, you can see the skippers going against each other. And that's John Green. And they are playing team number 17, and that is Dave Stevenson. And Dave was also a 2-game winner like John. So, look, both these games are 2-game winners. Cracking bowl here. Well done. Just, oh, look, he got second prize there. He was looking to jack or both bowls, but what a shot. Set it up rather well. Quality game early on in these conditions, but the players obviously adapting very well to yesterday, and that's what's so good about these players that we've got on the live stream this morning. And then Jimmy makes a liar of me. Great weight. Very easy to miss your line. So similar colours, you can understand why I thought both boys were from Berry. We've got one crab. And Riley, if you are listening, where are the crabs? Excuse my ignorance, I'm from Metro North East, so I'm from a totally different region. And as I get to travel the country commentating and broadcasting lawn bowls, I'll get to know them. But where are the crabs from? I know the Berry look like they've got the magpies. And I'll put up those live scores for you as well, Dasbo. Thanks for keeping us company and following us. It's really lovely to have you on board. All right, Jimmy Lahache. I'm probably going to call him 6 different names. Fair effort, mate. One shot, they're on the board. So hopefully they'll change the score and I'll be able to think it's 8-1 on 4. So the combination of the brothers, Paul and Nathan, they obviously got a 5 in the first end. And it looks like that is 8-1, yes. All right, we're throwing a short to medium, maybe a medium end. No, he's got the magpie, he's got Berry on his back. What am I talking about? Anyway, correct me later, Riley. But Nathan's a crab. Anyway, I thought we had the boys from Berry. Oh, what a shot. Great start. I'm going to try and give you the official forecast because the wind is supposed to die down. Yeah, westerly, not as strong, but it's wind gusts of 20. It was 30 kilometres an hour yesterday. So forecast high about 20 degrees, cloudy and sunny. So yeah, those westerlies are continuing. One on, one behind. Yeah, well done. All the way from Lawson. They only have one green at Lawson. They're in the Nepean Highlanders region. Trevor Ferguson. Yeah, great set, mate. Well done, Johnny. Team Aero. Got all the aero gear on. Playing with his Coromel partner there on the right of the screen. Oh, he's the crab man. So he's into crabbing, is he? All right, so now it's explaining. All right, Jimmy, come on, buddy. There he goes. Bit of instruction. We can see that Paul Bazant, their lead, weight pretty good. Just the line, but look, it's tricky. You know, there could be 3 metres between you. Correct line. You know what? That's really good bowling. So I'm going to give you
That's great.
one of those, the old Karen Murphy. And I'm actually going to give you, get that into your lead, see what you got. Paul basically playing singles, three-ball pairs, and he corrected his line and then dropped his weight, so we'd be happy about that. The good thing about bowls is you only really concern yourself about the bowl in your hand. You can't really do too much about the after effects or the outcome. All you can worry about is the next one. So, the Lawson boys, look at the 3 sisters. Great shirt. Let us know if you're watching from Lawson. Played in a great tournament called the Jack Frost at Hazelbrook. And the Nepean Highlanders boys. They might even be in the Blue Mountains region. I'll have to check the regions. There are 16 regions, not zones anymore. And no doubt as I travel the countryside broadcasting lawn bowls, I'll get to know all the regions in all the different states. But here in the beautiful south coast of New South Wales, Trevor likes it. No target, back to the centre line. Beautiful bowl. Well done. The lovely bowl. Well, the head is set up brilliantly, but we know that Nathan Bazant has been in good touch of the 4 ends. Lots of action around us. We've got another first day 2-game winners on the rink closest to us. Where does Jimmy go? I met these boys on Friday night here at this wonderful Shoalhaven Heads bolo, and well, they were having a feed. I had my meat lovers pizza. Good kitchen. Really enjoyed the food. I've only had 2 meals, so that's my best sort of review. Oh, good bad bowl. However, that short bowl of Paul, brother of Nathan, is causing him to take a higher line. He actually has to play with weight, and they have got the best back. That light sky blue bowl, now he's got 2 back, So I would imagine if I was Jimmy, I'd be trying to trail that jack just a little bit, because at the moment the goalposts are up and I can see an attacking shot from Nathan. He is 4 down, so he may try and draw, but it is 8-1, so he has got the shots. But if this goes in, the 5, the handful, will be absolutely okay. So he's either got to draw to save. That's a tough shot. I'd be ranking through the head. Okay. Oh, he could be crashing into his brother's bowl, and if we can see it, can't see it, crash, he's under it. And that will swing away. So he may have got 5th shot. I think it's 4. It is 4. Well, that's a significant end there. We'll give the boys a... They needed that. Only 3 back now, and a third of the way through. See all the action there. We've got the 2-time defending champions from Taraji on rink number 3. They're playing against the ladies from the Heads. They said they had a wonderful campaign at the women's state championships at Foster, Tuncurry. They at Foster, I think it is. I think they got 4 greens there. And they said they started with a couple of women. They ended up with a travelling circus of about 15 enjoying themselves. So this is what it looks like. We're in the middle of rink number 2. And obviously rink 1 and 3 surrounding us. And you can see the line. Have a look at that changing. I'd like to show you that option because you can see it does turn if you miss your line. But look, Jimmy, get out of the road, brother. Sorry, guys. Oh, no, he's realised he's done. Well done. But you can see how much that turned. And Jimmy is playing the narrower hand, and he still missed his line by 2 metres. And another good weighted bowl. And as I said a lot of the plays yesterday, I've had 40 years of bowling experience, and mainly at the front end. I've made no state sides and stuff, but I know how to play lawn bowls, I reckon, and I know how to call it. And you might disagree with some of the shots that I'm calling, but that's the nature of bowls. But knowing how the fusions run, yesterday the better hand to play was the wider hand, the hand that poor Bazant from Berry. Now, he's taken a better line. His weight was great. So you get your line right, the weight generally follows. But, when you're playing 20 kilometre hour to 30 kilometre hour winds, your reference point to correct is challenging. So, look, he wouldn't be too disappointed with those. He's probably got second shot there, Paul. And you know what? If he cuts his line fractionally, he may cut the head by a metre. All right, Jimmy Ferguson, I should say Trevor Ferguson, look at those fusions. They're bulletproofed in the wind, but he is playing the narrower hand, but he's got beautiful weight. Well done. 2 shots to you, sir. And, let's see what happens. The young man on the mat. He did change the angle of his feet slightly to try and get a different trajectory. A clear run will get him second shot. And he has. Well done. Yeah, good bowling. You know what? We're going to give both leads a little dancing frog because they're doing well, having fun. Hope you're enjoying yourself out there. All amongst friends here, and you know what? In life, not everyone's going to like you. And if you don't like my coverage, well, you can turn it off. But I'd encourage you to stay. Give me a chance. A bit more than a chance that I got with Bowls New South Wales. I lasted 3 matches over 3 days and I was gone. No hard feelings, boys. I only sort of gave up 6 weeks of my life to research and get ready for the whole season. But anyway, my contract had suggested that I could be terminated at any time. So I was, and then I tapped Boyd Dumbrell, the happy bowler, on the shoulder and said, "Where do I sign? I'm joining up to Youtubelivesports." So that's my story. Been broadcasting only for 5 months with Youtubelivesports, but I've been commentating for over 3 decades. So lawn bowl's only the last couple of seasons. But well done, Jimmy. It's a great bowl, mate. Look at that. These guys, what wind? Okay. Nathan. got to get a second bowl in the head. His lead has put a really nice bowl, his brother Paul, and playing the narrower hand. These are Optimas, so you'd expect this to sort of cross the head by at least a metre. Yeah, about 3 feet. Got the tee, so there's nothing really he can attack unless he launches onto that front bowl of the lead, Trevor Ferguson. But Jim Lahache will have something to say about that. He doesn't need to correct much. And he's bowling with the all-marked edges. These were bought out, I believe, from Henselite. Bit like Taylor making Greenmaster. Ooh, good bad bowl. Now, you can see what I mean by the good bad bowl. Just a cup or coffee just with no sugar. Milk. Thank you. Good correction, Nathan. Dialing it in. Another bowl in the head. So, viewers, tell me why Jimmy's changing hands. Well, he's got to cover that. If the jack does get moved, he's got to try and get around his previous blue all-mark edge that actually crossed the head. And very easy to do. Heads yesterday are a lot closer this way because the wind behind them. The other way was a little bit challenging. This is a good track. Maybe a bit quick, a bit runny. You know, he was trying to land that blue bowl. Wasn't real sure of his line. But it is now 2, so we've got an 8-7 on 6. Lots of fun around and people enjoying themselves. A beautiful day, so come on down. And Jimmy's on his way and... Oh, we've got score updates coming. You'll be guilty. All right. What we have at the moment is on rink number 9. We've got Karen Murphy over Brad Franklin. 9-3 on 5 ends. Ooh, you know what? I don't think Karen's ever won this tournament. Well, she's in the gun seat. And Mickey Thorne over Eric Johannes. These are all gun games. 5-4 on 6. Keep those coming, boss. There you go. Thank you, Stephen. What a bowl. Mr. Chalky. Sorry, multitasking. What a shot. And a good reply. Battle of the leads at the moment. Sport for choice here. We decided to get up in the morning. You know, things are going good. Now, I'm going to try and update the standings for yesterday. And I'll just let the bowls do the talking at the moment. There you go. I just have to type in the standings after day 1, and there are the top 3. And then we had Mickey Thorne, the only other 3-game winner, on plus 13. All right, well played, boys. Good job. And the locals, well, Karen Murphy's a local. She started her career here and went to school here. But the first Shoalhaven Heads team is the team of John Lewis, and they are currently in third place on the live ladder. All right, we've got the skips. Two down. Got the right contact, probably still down two. Don't think there's any change. Poor Bazant just trying to always skip what's going on and gets a bit excited about where the shot's going and how the shot's going. Times we'll, yeah, good home. Have a look where it ended up. So I'd imagine they are two and a measure. That's what it looks like on the mat. Good game surrounding us. I'm going to be streaming on Rink 2 today, as per instructions from the match and organisers. So once again, if you were thinking I was streaming Rink 1 and the message got out to the family and friends of our participants on Rink 1, my apologies. Can't just sort of switch the cameras after each game. There's only about 10 minutes between each, and the wind and sandbagging and weighting things down, so no excuse, just let you know how it is. That's a good miss, because the weight that was taken, if he'd trailed the jack, he probably would have been one down, but he got two there, so that's the shot Jimmy's trying to play. So different sort of bowl. We've got a Allmark Edge compared to an Optima. So the Allmark Edge generally takes a tighter line, made by Henselite, the manufacturer. So look how tight this line is, but this is the narrower hand. He had reasonably good line. He just needed another metre of weight. And the problem is, Paul can't afford, I should say, Nathan can't afford to be too high, because that is the blue bowl of his opponents. It's not on a running surface, but if he gets it high, I don't think he can drop and lose the shot, but he's tracking pretty well. He's stalking it, and this is the problem. He's staying high. I don't think he'll get down. He's asking it to stay high. Almost. Just have to hit it harder, but all right. One shot. Fair effort. Well done, guys. And we're almost at the halfway point of the match. Guys, kicking the bowls back, reset. Oh, you didn't need to do that. Thank you so much. Just been delivered a beautiful Rocky Road slice and a cappuccino. Oh, they're looking after me.
No wonder you didn't want me to get you. She brings you
I couldn't believe it. Well done. Well, we've got some score rate updates coming, which is brilliant. So, thank you. You are watching it live here, ladies and gentlemen, and no chance to mute microphones at the moment. We've got a 9-7 on 7, so a very close game. Some big voices, and look, the sound does carry. The players can hear me commentating, and so I've got to be very mindful. I've annoyed a couple of people this morning, but just by the rink change, but we'll build a bridge and we'll get over it. Still sort of licking my wounds. I'm not a big fan of disagreement. I always go into the realm of conflict resolution at times. I've still got my mojo, just taking a little while to warm up following the Raiders and the Adelaide crew. Would you have thought in both those codes, minor premiers going out in straight sets? Look, the Storm are going to be hard to beat. The Sharkies did a good job against the Raiders, but they can do anything. And today's game, they'll have a record crowd. I think it's a 2:30 coverage starts. Doggies, Panthers. Rugby league, of course. Look at this bowl come back. It's going sort of a metre sideways. That's a good set. He probably wouldn't be happy with his shorter bowl there, but well done. Following up from the last end. Jimmy hasn't really shown that he's going to play aggressive, so you know what? The Berry boys can afford not to be, covering the tee, but there you go. Trevor not having such a good time of it this end. He was around about the area, and that's what it looks like if you're around about the area. If you miss your line fractionally, ladies and gentlemen, those speckled red bowls, which are fusions, on the narrow hand, you can see how much they've crossed their head. They're almost out of bounds. So a little bit tricky. Lots of action around the place. Moving day to day, only 2 days on the weekend. And where I'm set, I can pretty much stream game 3, rink 1, with the 3 cameras I have. So Nathan Bazant from Berry, he's got the Rooster bowls, and that's a cracking bowl. Look how much that got back though. He's playing the windward hand, westerly wind, around about 20 to 30 kilometres an hour. Great shirts. So look at the Berry Magpies and the Lawson, the 3 sisters there. Looking lovely. Got people from all over the state here today. Got people from near Young. Okay. This is Jimmy trying to play with a positive weighted bowl. Trying to convert. Really tough. Look, he's got those 2 bowls over the side there. He can't afford for his only shot on the bowl head to go out. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Nathan Bazant to be guided by Paul, his brother, to... If he lands that bowl on the same hand, the backhand, and crosses the head and sits it out, he could be holding a full count of 6. This is an important bowl here from Jim. Is he going to play attacking, or is he just going to try and get that other bowl? Because he's only 2 down at the moment. This is a better track. He's got to get a clear run. Weight's great. Trail. That is a great effort. He needed one of these, but didn't quite get it. I don't know if he'll miss on the next time I look at fields. I'm only seeing these players. We're now adding 7 ends. I've never called these 4 before. There are some people here that I've had it on the live stream before, and I know roughly their pedigree, generally on some notes that I've made. Look at this bowl get back. Allowing that bowl. That's an Optima. I have seen a lot of Evolves from Aero spring up everywhere. And that's in between the Dynamic and the Optima. I only have 1 set of bowls. I have the Stamped 8 Greenmaster 16s. Let's see Jimmy. Gone tighter, but I don't think he's gone quicker. But I could be lying. That is holding out. That wind has hit it. Viewers, clean bowl, Jack. Got the edge, but needed to guts it. What an attempt. You know what? I think that's worthy of a replay if I can get it. Oh, come on. Yeah, no, couldn't get it. But we'll give you a Karen Murphy, mate, because that was a great bowl. Deserved better. At the moment, I'm on the replay until that runs out. It won't give me the Karen Murphy. We're back live. There she is. Alrighty. They scoot away again after being reeled in. 7 ends to go. Four shots in it. Good start, Leeds. Well done. Let us know where you're watching from. And I tell you, when that wind dies down, it's really pleasant. Flags are hardly moving at the moment. So now the players will be all over the place because they're struggling to work out what's going on with the wind speed. So this direction, the bowlers are bowling into a westerly. So if they're playing the forehand like Trevor Ferguson is, normally into the headwind, but you know, I'm not surprised to see all four bowls at the moment be behind the head. Trevor looking to try and correct. And I tell you, viewers, if Trevor corrected and the wind gust, he would have finished 3 metres short. Good bowl. We will be bringing you some updates from our 12 rinks. We've got 24 teams here. Karen Murphy, Classic Pairs. We're bringing to you live from Shoalhaven Heads Bolo. Matt Harris is my name, and welcome to the coverage. Youtubelivesports, you better be live in it. Got a number of different events happening today. And Trevor, just trying to get to that blue Optima. Lovely colours the Optimas have. I've got no bowl sponsor at the moment. I do bowl with Greenmaster Stamp Date 16. I've had them since 2006. And the skipper likes that. Well, at the changeover, we have got 2 shots to Team Lawson. And let us know if you've got the stream up in the clubhouse. I'd like to give you a shout out. Hopefully your beverages of choice are nice. All right, as the that's a cracking bowl. Well done. Where's my little mouse? Come on up here.
That's great.
Great shot. You know what? Get that into you. Good bowl. I'm sure Jimmy's going to be up for the challenge though. He's on the forehand. Now, Flag's trying to push that across, and look, you miss your line by a fraction on that hand. Gone. Easy to do. Hard to correct on it. You just got to trust your line and hope that you don't get an unfavourable gust. Yeah, once again, Nathan showing that he's trying to send that ball into a headwind that sort of is a little bit tricky. Let's see what Jimmy can do. Yeah, better line. Should get down from there. He's using the all-marked edges. And he's close. Close all the way. Shot, sir. Well done. You know what? Dancing frog. And we give old Karen Grant. I should say Karen Murphy. Karen Grant's an ex-colleague of mine, and every time I think of a Karen, I think of her. She's a nice person, but she did develop a lot of Karen tendencies that we know about. Sadly, that first name that some people talk about, but I've had a chat to Karen Murphy today, and she's a Raiders fan, so she's in mourning, she said. And when she's on the live stream next game, and it is her naming tournament, hence the reason why the organisers, wasn't Karen, it was the organisers, said, we want to see our golden girl on the screen. So once again, that's why we're on rink number 2 instead of 1. But you can still see a lot of the action from rink 1 and 3. I think it's a better call. You might have backdoored this. Not far off. Maybe only one. Lots of people getting excited. I think it was only one. Turned my head to look at the other action. You know, you've got a bit of money on the line here, so there is a bit of tension on some of these greens, particularly game 4. A number of teams, only 3, well, we've got 4 teams that have won all 3 games. That'll be not the case after this round, and we'll have some updates with some very close arm wrestles going on at the moment. But I tell you, there are some people here just for the day out, but there are other people here that we might have mentioned as burglars, but they are here to, you know, grab the cash. It's very calculated. I'm broadcasting a tournament next week at Mona Vale Bowling Club, and it's the first time they've actually had it named after a person who's passed. And they've got $10,000 up for prize money, you know, $5,000 for first prize. So I know that the boys from Marylands are out there to try and grab some cash. They do frequent on the northern beaches in the Metro Northeast. That's Michael Clark and Peter Harry. So they're one of our better teams that are playing, but they've got to take on the might of the Metro Northeast crew of McLeod and Glue, who are runners-up from the over 40s. And the skipper's appreciating Trevor's better bowl, and Mr. Chalky comes out to say hello. And I still don't understand why my mouse doesn't allow me to hook onto my control. So, good bowl. Paul looking to correct a couple of feet, and he's done that. Almost got back. Well done. Bowl behind. Trevor needs to get another one in there. You're going to play the backhand and maybe just finish hopefully a foot behind, back to the line. Definitely does not want to put the goalpost up. And once again, skip Jim Lahache likes the line. Look at this get back. It's coming past the line, approaching the head, and this will get all the way back, but good bad ball. The only problem is Paul Bazant, his bowl has blocked a backhand shot. He needs to finish behind the head to give his brother Nathan a chance to attack the head. Can't really see where it's coming in because there it is there. Good setup there. Look, he's 3 down, maybe 2 in a measure. But he's giving his brother a great chance. But the problem is Nathan has to play the forehand if he's going to play with weight. Or he plays the backhand because it is swinging and he can trail that. But let's just see where Jim Lahache, who's just left the head, he knows exactly what he needs to do. And being a skipper is not just about being able to throw a bowl hard. You know, you drive for show and draw for dough. And we're at an arm wrestle here. Berry versus Lawson. That's the clubs, of course. So, not surprised to see Jimmy take this hand, because if he plays the other way, the chance is that he really probably needed, and he was aiming to get between those 2 Optimas, the sky blue white bowls. Let's see how he goes. Stays down. Track is good. All come down to his weight. It's got to land. It's just going to cut under. Look at that turn. That's what I know from an Optima. John Green had a chance to kill the end and just missed again. They've dropped 4 shots in one end and 3 in another, so they've dropped 7 shots. So their opponents are doing well. Both 2 wins and 1 loss. No. No. Didn't want that. 2 up to 2 down. No. Okay. Needed to reach. Needed to stay high. Missed his line. Had good weight. Couldn't believe he actually trailed that bowl. Look at this. The wind actually hits the clubhouse because I'm on the left of screen and it bounces back. So let's see what Jimmy can do. He's really shot himself in the foot here. Not intentionally, of course, but at the 11-8 down with 6 ends to play, 2 on that, well, and he had a chance to trail, you know, and you can see with all those bowls, had he trailed it instead of slicing it, he would have picked up 5. And this is where the game, the sport of lawn bowls, is very tricky. Wasn't a lot left in it. Not a lot of margin for error. And look at this. Nathan Bazant can get a free kick here. Is he going to reach? And he doesn't. They put a tape on it, but I believe... Two. And that's a big turning point in this game, with both with 2 wins. I like a 2-day carnival because it does give you a little bit of opportunity to build the narrative and talk about the tension. We are 2/3 through this game. Still anyone's game. But I can tell you, whoever manages to win this will still be in the shot of the top 3. And we will look at prize money and everything else that's around. But I can tell you we've got a really great game happening on Rink 1. Both games are actually very good. So you can look on the right-hand side of the screen there. We've got Team Arrows, Johnny Green. He's with his mate from Corrimal. And yeah, they haven't had the best run of it in the last 2 ends, dropping 7 shots in 2. Alrighty. Good start from Paul Bazant. Lovely shot. That's it, Trevor. Trevor's just got to keep doing what he knows. And some really great draw bowling from our leads at the moment. They're really getting back to the centre line, but Paul Bazant just looking for the correction. At the right weight, just missed his line, but that would have been an identical bowl. He would have sent it down the same line, and look at the difference. He just changed his weight, so the weight change then caused the green to change, as in his line, because that bowl gets impacted by the wind a lot earlier, with less velocity and speed, and it turns. Less revolutions of that bowl. There's less running on the running surface. We talk about friction. I have a sports science degree, and I'm live broadcasting bowls, which I much rather enjoy. I can put on the analytical hat. This is a cracking bowl coming in. Needs the jack. Trails. That is a great shot. Well, look, viewers, I hope you're entertained, because not only we get a toucher, we get the dancing frog.
That's great.
And we also get Karen Murphy going, I'm an Australian selector. Mate, no room for you in our Australian team. We're gifted for resources. All right. Trevor, an attacking line. Just drawing into the headwind. What a shame he didn't have another yard. So, Luke, I've put on the top 3. I've only got the top 6. So, 4th, 5th and 6th. Mick Thorne, 3 wins plus 6th, 13. Brad Franklin, 2 wins, 31 plus. And John Green, 2 wins, 26 plus. I don't have 7th and 8th. But I will have that for you following game, round 4. Hope that's suitable, sir. All right. Back to the bowls at hand. Nathan Bazant. Look, it's moving day today, only 2 days. He's in good track. Just hard to see it. I might change the camera if I can get my mouse to have a look. So when the leads stand in the road, you can't really see what's going on. All right. This is what the viewpoint looks like from our skippers. Interesting right-hander with the foot behind. So the lead foot starts behind. Everyone's got a different technique, and no doubt he's looking for a conversion shot. And look, I don't know if Jimmy's experienced playing on slick greens with wind. That's really tough, that shot. You got to rip it and grip it, mate. The only problem is he can't afford it because he hasn't got the tee. So he's got to play, and look, viewers will go the other way, because you can see our lead, Mr. Paul Bazant from Berry, is getting rather excited. And he may have got second shot, but let's have a look. No, fell short. Sorry, I couldn't tell from that viewpoint. Jim's got a pretty good bowl here. He can get the edge of his opponent's skipper. Could play with positive weight, give it a chance, and he has. This is a good track. You know, he's playing the narrow side. He's got to get down. He needs the jack. Viewers, he's got to hang on. Oh, man, what a shot, but didn't get the chocolates. He got one of these. And he almost got one of these. But he got one of these. Yeah, no, got to get rid of Mr. Chalky. So, how's his memory? You're welcome, Luke. How is his memory? Jim, send it. Bury it. Trail for 4. It's on. He sends it. He's gone tighter. Has he gone quicker? It's got to hang on. It's going to drop on him. Oh. I have no favouritism here, but I want a grandstand finish. A 4 would have been a one-shot ball game. Instead, we got a 6-shot ball game. With 4 to play. Settled into a bit of a rhythm now. As I said, I got here probably about 7:30 this morning. I had a beautiful sleep. Thank you, Benny Two Shoes, for putting me up at the Shoalhaven Heads hotel. Accommodation was great. Bed was beautiful. The TV was huge. Decor was lovely. Outside a bit dated, but you know what? I'm one of 9 children. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I was born more with a wooden spoon up me, in my mouth. A bit of a stirrer. And we'll change the camera if I can find my mouse. There it is. Got a pink coloured mouse just so I can see in the contrast, and fairly sort of regular map placements. Although, if we do go to my side on camera, which is probably no reason to do it, but we'll do it. The mat's up. So the mat's up about 4 metres. And they've thrown the jack about 1 metre from the tee. So you can see how high that mat's up. So it's still a short end. Bit of tactics around the place, just by the team from Berry. Just trying to change up the length on maybe on his lead, and so far it's worked from Paul. Trevor missed the weight with his first. He's probably about 3 metres behind. He'll probably look for a correction. I'm actually wrapped at I did have a little bit of discussion with the boys on rink number 1 about exposure, and they had told a couple of people that they were going to be on the stream, but it's nice that they want to be streamed, and we're going to be doing a lot more streaming, I can tell you. All right, we have a score update.
John Green.
Stephen.
Team 21 or 17.
Yeah, they can hear you on the live stream, which is great. Tell me,
I don't want them to hear me.
what a great tournament.
It is a great tournament. We've got great players here as well.
And look, the wind, better day today.
Yep, it's dropped to 50 k's.
Yeah, you mentioned that. So tell me, give me some of the updates we've got here because, mate, you go read it out. What do we got?
Karen Murphy leading 12-5 after 11.
And that's against Brad Franklin, who's the next. He can't place for the Belrose Bulls in the Platinum.
Mick Thorne and Eric Johansson are 8 all on 11.
And we know that Mickey Thorne's one of our only 4 teams that have won all 3, so he needs to win that. And he's a minor, and always a very much. We call them burglars, but he's a lovely fella.
And Rob Warren's leading 13-3 over my wife.
Kathy was excited about playing.
Yeah, and they're playing good bowls, but they're playing better bowls again.
Well, the problem is Robbie hitting a lot of his targets because that's what he was doing before. And who else we got?
So is Brian Suckley.
Yep.
Franklin Fong's leading 15-4 over John Lewis after 11.
Well, see, John Lewis was also, he's one of the Hammerheads.
Yeah, he was a 3.
And they're on the stream next game.
Yep.
And then on this other one, between the 2 game winners, we've got Green versus Stevenson.
I don't know who's what.
No, Stevenson's 15.
Right.
Because the team of the Green Machine, and I don't, if you could find out his lead for me, because it did say TBA. He's from the Corrimal Cougars. I just don't know his name. However, they are 8 shots because they dropped a 4 and a 3 with John trying to hit jacks. And missing by, millimetres.
Anyway.
So thanks for the update. So listen,
Not many in to go. I'll come back again.
And what are we having for lunch? Hamburgers again?
No, lasagna or chicken schnitzel.
You beauty. And what do you love about this place?
It's beautiful.
Well, we did mention it's God's waiting room, but you know what?
Well, not for me yet, but I'm having another 20 years. But, 29 years. I want to get to 100.
Well, there's a lot of young people moving to the area, and look, I was here probably 20 years ago, but I get Shell Harbour and Shoalhaven Heads mixed up.
Oh, they all do. When we had the fires, we were Shoalhaven Heads, and our family was ringing up because it says Shoalhaven is burning. I said, how are you going with the fire? So, well, it's about 50 k's down the road.
Oh, God. So, look, you're one of our organisers. What's your role at the club?
Bowls organiser.
So you enjoy it?
Yep, and director as well. So.
Well, we're looking at trying to invest in maybe one of these streams because you have tell us about what you do with your social boss because you go around to different clubs, don't you? Do you share it?
We have monthly pairs. First Monday's at Mollymook. Second Monday of the month is at Huskisson. Monday of the month is Nowra. And the fourth Monday of the month is here at Shoalhaven Heads.
So what have they got to do to become a Hammerhead?
Join the club.
Join the club, and it's a beautiful club here.
And if you don't want to join the club, just come down here and we'll call you a Hammerhead anyway.
And it's all about community. And look, that's what's so great about it. I am an adopted Hammerhead. Mate.
Honourable member.
This is wherever I start to travel, I wear my club shirts that I inherit, which is brilliant. But we've got a cracking game. And look, just give the shout out to the greenkeepers because they've done a great job. What are their names?
Steve Evans and Ryan.
Well, good on you, Ryan.
I don't know his name, but he's the helper.
Oh, we're here this morning raking and cutting and doing all sorts of things.
Our greens with all the rain and that, but Steve and Ryan have got them really running well now. So, and we spoke to bowlers yesterday, like the
top bowlers, and they said it was
all saying there's nothing wrong with your greens.
No, look, and I had a lovely roll up yesterday. I had 4 ends, and then I had a beer, and
oh, you were the one on the jack all the time.
Oh no, not quite. But tell me, obviously the partnership with the recreational club and the bowling club.
Strong relationship. It wasn't real strong before, but now they've come round over the last 5 years and they're supporting bowls magnificently.
Well, and so they should because this is what we've got people about their well-being, mental health, and we know that bowls are great for brains.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and Ray Silverson runs that. He's a member of our club.
And the local school gets a bit of a run too, don't they? Who's that?
They're in a school comp now, Shoalhaven Heads Public School.
And we are actually trying to find anyone who's got, the 00 or the 0-side bowls,
That's right.
You need it. So, look, if there's anyone listening, please make sure that, Mav Moran, thank you, Wayne, appreciate that. That's who he's playing with. But if you know of anyone who's got, the 0 bowls, Shoalhaven Heads Bolo.
They can have them back. We just want them on Friday mornings for the kids to use.
There you go. And John Green sent down another bullet and he's hit something.
42 students last term. We've got 30 coming back next term.
Fabulous.
And we picked 3 teams of triples.
Yep. And they go against...
represent their school against other schools in a competition at Warragee.
And this is all done by volunteers, isn't it?
Yes.
And that's what it's about. So listen, if you're sitting at home, moping around, thinking, I'm not really struggling, you don't even need to be a good bowler. Just come on down. They'll find you something to do. They'll give you a shovel or a pick, or you can pull a beer.
If they're gardeners, they can help me in the garden.
Hey, listen, thank you. Go and get some more scores for me. look, it's all happening. Great interview. Really appreciative of the hospitality. Totally didn't see what happened on that last end, so if anyone could tell me what happened. I was multitasking, but thank you, Wayne. And where are you watching from, Wayne? Are you streaming us in the Cougars? You guys did very well in the Grade 1, current champions in the state pennant. Now we'll try and find out how many shots that they are changing the scoreboard. Well done, viewers. Thank you for listening. Hopefully not talking too much gibber, but I'm pretty good at that. I generally try and make sure that we let the bowlers do the talking. I'll just try and bring the bowlers on the mat. And we'll try and bring you some of the action from rink number 1 too. Yep, home in Corrimal. Good on you, Wayne. Thank you, my friend. Once again, apologies if the Cougars got the call up that they were going to be on the live stream this morning. I got the late message that we were changing to rink 2. I'm just a messenger. And we got through our little problematic communication. Here we go. Nathan couldn't hit a barn if it was inside it. Oh man, you love that. Crab. No doubt an alias. All right, we should see that it was. Oh, they didn't get a 5, surely. Is that a 19? They must have picked up a 5. Oh, sorry, viewers. You know, I was having a chit chat with our coordinators and organisers, and how did I miss that? Multitasking. I'm a high-functioning person with ADHD, and I don't mean any disrespect to anyone who lives with ADHD. My wife hates it. I misplace my keys often, but it's not the worst of it. But here we go. Nathan Bazant. But you know what? I'm one of these people that if you want something done, give it to a busy person. Well, my brain switches on at 100 miles an hour in the morning, and it doesn't switch off till I go to bed. Thank you, Team Berry, Paul Bazant. We've got a couple of players already coming in. Looks like the other green might be running just not as quick, because normally what happens there when we get players coming in, the slower the green, the less time it takes for the ball to travel out of hand from mat to jack, and hence the reason I'm stating the obvious, but we've got a lot of people perhaps viewing very new to the game. And I actually had a gentleman come up to me yesterday and really congratulate my coverage on not only the entertainment and the laughter that I brought to him, but he obviously had a similar sense of humour to me, and very appreciative, and he bought me a lovely beer, so I appreciate that. I did offer to buy one back, but he was quite happy just to make my day. So, all right, Jimmy. Game's got away from them 2 ends ago. They had a chance to almost level it up, and all of a sudden, the grouping from the team from Berry, just up the road. Good area, good track. Look at the way that then the wind brings it across, and then it swoops, like magpie season. That's what I might do. I might try and bring a magpie swooping to bring those bowls in. Poor Bazant having a good look, just trying to see where perhaps they could drop shots. And I can tell you, Jimmy needs to play the forehand to trail the jack over about a foot, and he'll pick up 4. So Paul has asked Nathan to try and get high, and he's put the thumb out. He's definitely missed his line, and he's got no more bowls in the trick. So look, we could see, look, a positive trail, he gets it, he picks up almost 5. Let's have a look. He's having a look. Right-hander on the forehand with the all-mark edges. You see where his feet are pointing? He's pointing out to 3 rinks across. And then he'll pull the bowl across his body. Watch this. He steps out and doesn't really throw it out to where he's aimed. Tough shot. He's high. But watch this swoop. He's close. Viewers, Jack guts it. Got the wrong edge of it, but still pulled it back for maybe 2 or 3. Great effort. Where's my mouse? There it is. There it is. There you go.
Great.
Looks like it's only 2. Try and bring back the replay. Didn't press it quick enough. Two shots. All right. Well, they've hit double figures, but the 2 multiples of 5 that they've dropped have cost them as they go up and back. 2 ends to play. Have those live scores for you. Start there by Trevor Ferguson. And yes, if you just joined us after watching yesterday's coverage, a bit windy here, about 20 km an hour. Trevor Ferguson bowling from Lawson. He's teamed up with Jim Lahache. And apologise, Jim, if you've got some relatives or family watching the coverage. They might not have, because we all thought we were streaming rink number 1. And I have put on the following, or the next coverage, who's playing who. And I do believe I've got a classic arm wrestle between 2 teams who are quite well placed. It's the local Hammerheads, Johnny Lewis against the golden girl of this region, Karen Murphy. All right, Trevor, you got 2 shots. The first bowl of Nathan Bazant is around 2 metres behind. You know, all it takes is... he's holding 3 at the moment. Well, it might be 1 and a measure for 3. So we'll pan back. And I'll show you where those other bowls are. It's coming into view. There it is. Just got to touch it, trail it, and all of a sudden those bowls up the front are ring significant, unless the jack moves forward. So we got the toucher. We got to get that into you. Let's see if the replay can get it. Look at this. Boom. 1 down, a measure of 3. Trails it. Done very well. All right, so we've had a little play around with the cameras. You won't be able to see what's coming in. So let's have a look at the viewpoint from Jim Lahache from Lawson. 1 bowling green there at Lawson. Love to play there. I've played at Hazelbrook. Bowl's on its way. Looking to try and come into picture. Coming now. Just found the hole. He wanted one of these. No rubs. Penultimate end. Got to say that every coverage. So many commentators. Well, welcome to the penultimate end. Do I sound smart saying the word penultimate? No. The commentators stop using it. It's a second to last end. How hard is it? Anyway. Attacking bowl. Trying to ditch the jack. You got a friendly one of these. And you know what? I'm sure he's saying in his head, where's my mouse? There it is. Friendly rub. Skipper with the correction. Didn't miss it by much. Totally missed his line this time. And you'd see that trailing over. It'll come into head now. Good weight. Just over-corrected. Nathan Bazant staying in the money. It's tracking back on the narrow hand. Coming to shot now. He's got to stay up. And he has. The skipper is 4 down. Big margin. Let's see what he's got. He's with his final bowl. Second to last end. Aiming it towards the light post. This is a better track. How's his weight? He's got to drop. Can he guts it? He's going to sail through and he's hit nothing. Oh, he had to stay up. So, free kick here for Nathan Bazant. Looking at a significant margin. Great line, I can tell you from looking at that. It all comes down to his weight. He strikes it. He likes it. It'll come into view in a moment. And he has picked up another handful. What a bowler. Well done, that's a handful. Michelle Pfeiffer. And we call that a Michelle Pfeiffer. Well done. Fives aren't that common. Sixes are even rarer. And these guys have picked up 3 of them. Got to have bowls in the head. All right, come and join me. I want to hear you on the commentary. No, come on.
Do some cards, mate. Sorry.
You got to do some cards. Yeah. Oh, he's gone. All right, mate. Thank you. Once only appearance. He got out of it. He knew what was coming. All righty. Update. Very close. 1 end remaining. Murphy over Franklin, 12-9. 10 all. Mick Thorne, Eric Johannes, 1 end to play. Robbie Warren only got a 7-shot margin at the moment. Actually, no, it's 19-8 on 12. So there's been some good movement there. And Franklin Fon has decided to give Johnny Lewis a couple of uppercuts. And he's up 15-9. He's got a 6-shot margin there on N13. So can't wait to see the scoring from round 4 with 2 rounds to play. All very close. As the sun glare comes out and can't see any monitors now. Not a problem. Just we can't put up a shade structure, so I really need to go undercover. All right. We might change our camera around just so we can... Well, excited. Gentlemen playing out of Wendy Leagues. The Stevenson team. What's the yeah, Harrison Patfield. Harrison Patfield doing it for Wendy Leagues. He's an excitable character. I thought I was crazy. And I mean that in a nice way. He's very passionate. I'll tell you, if microphones to be invented were supposed to be by Harrison Patfield, he has 2 volumes. His outside voice and his rock concert voice. There's no inside voice there with young Harry, but he's a good fella. And good fun, mate. maybe change our angle of our cameras because our rock star Jimmy should have a sponsor on the back of his shirt, mate, because we've seen your back more than we've seen the bowl, sir. So that's what it looks like from here. No real point trying to show you that angle. Too many players in the road. Alrighty. Final end, very good margin for the team of Paul and Nathan Bazant. And they want to win this end. It's all about margins and wins, of course, but then margins. And it comes down, I think, to ends. Playing the narrower hand, very easy to miss your line, even though he probably hit his line, but the wind probably didn't blow because the flag's not as significant at the moment. Love looking at the technique of all the bowlers. Nice muscle memory there from Jim, our skipper from Lawson. Bowl coming into play. Letting the bowl do the work. Hey. That word up was from Harrison. You'd hear him from a couple of kilometres away. Oh, apologies, viewers. Can't know anything about our players getting a bit excited. Community sports. That's what it's all about. YouTube Live Sports. You better be live in it. And this bowl coming into play. It's been my great pleasure to bring you the coverage over 2 days of the Karen Murphy Classic Pairs, live from the Shoalhaven Bowling Club. And I hope you're enjoying yourself, as I am. All right. Bowl coming into play. I'll just try and change it so we can perhaps see it come into view. Make sure it's finished. And just a reminder, viewers, that I am controlling all the cameras. Just coming past us now, the two-time champions from Taralgi. Can't wait for the next game. Bit of a battle royal with Mr. Green.
Yes.
Yee-hoo! Earn your money that way.
They're all hard, mate.
Battle of all hard. Oh, I don't think so. Who are you kidding? A burglar? Oh, they're good fellas. There's a reason they've won 2 Karen Murphy Classic Pairs. Last end, shaking hands. Not too sure what the end result was. Looks like it was a maybe 2. I think it's 2. It does matter. And I believe it was a 2 shot. And I can't see what I'm doing. Might have to change that camera around so I can see what's happening. Well, viewers, all the different sounds around the place. Alrighty. Well, listen. Round 4. Done. Dusted. And it's a win to the Berry Boys over the Mountain Men from Lawson. Remember, Matty Harris here in commentary. Got the all plates on at the moment.
That's great.
Karen Murphy's having a good time. Not so much with the Raiders. Mr. Chalky and our Dancing Frog says, see you later. I believe our next coverage will be probably at 11:30, maybe a little bit earlier. So go and get something to eat, something to drink. And what was the brothers? Paul Bazant and Nathan Bazant. And we'll talk to you soon.